Hello again, YouTubers. This is Kevin, and today I'm going to be honing out my cylinders. Now, I went ahead and went to Harbor Freight and bought one of their little three-legged honing tools here. It was about 20 bucks if I recall correctly. A lot cheaper than the Flexa-Hones or whatever they're called, the one with the little balls on the ends. The ones for my cylinders I was looking at, I believe it was anywhere from $50 to $60. So I went ahead and bought this instead. The only thing I can notice about these, and that I've seen the biggest complaint about, is that the stones, they don't have replacements for them at Harbor Freight. And that probably reason being is because they're kind of riveted on right there. But I have seen that you can purchase the stones off Amazon in varying grits, and I've also heard that you can pick them up at Napa. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but all you'd have to do is get a drill bit and kind of tap that out, and you can go ahead and just get yourself a cotter pin. Once you get your new stones, pop it on there and use a cotter pin to secure them in place. Now, as for the motor here, let me set this down. When you're setting the stones in there and you're honing it out, you want to be careful that you don't get too deep. I've seen some instances where people have gone too far down and have actually hit the inside of the block there. As you can see, if it lines up, yeah, there it is. You can hit that and damage your stone and then break it off the little metal bracket that it's on and scratch the inside of your cylinder. So that's something you want to avoid. As you can see, as you look down the cylinder, down in here, you can see the previous hone marks. So the piston's only going to go so far down with the piston rings as it slides up and down. So really what you need to be looking at as you're honing it out is that line right there. That's your guide. You don't want to go too far past that. And pretty much you're looking for that X pattern, that crosshatch pattern as you're going down. So you want to be cycling it in and out slowly. Now for that, I'm just going to be using the 3-stone honing tool plus a little bit of WD-40 to lubricate it, and that's pretty much it. And my a DeWalt drill that I have. So let me get my camera set up and I'll demonstrate. Alright, now as you see here, I removed that little zip tie so they all kind of spring out. They have that tension that'll help keep them against the edge of the cylinder there, and you have a little tensioning screw, so if you really want it to give it some force, which I wouldn't recommend, and kind of crank that down, that'll help force it out a little bit. I'll say just give it enough to where they're pressing onto it, about that, give or take, where you barely have to give it a squeeze. Right about there. Okay. And prior to starting, let's say get your stones wet. Lube them up with some WD-40. Alright, and spray the inside of your cylinder as well. Get her all set up on your drill. And like I said, you want to be watching for that hone line, the previous hone line that was already down in there. You're going to want to clamp her down, release it, and you don't want the RPMs getting too high, so set your drill on the slowest setting you can, and then from there just kind of ease it through, up and down. Looks like she could use a little more, but it's looking good so far. Alright, and there she is. She has a really nice crosshatch pattern, exactly what I was looking for. My mistake that I just did, I pulled it out pretty fast, so you don't want to pull them out just like that and have it spring out like it did, possibly pop off a stone. But I'm going to go ahead and set the drill down. Get yourself one of the little blue paper towel things. Go ahead and wipe out the inside of the cylinder. Probably going to want to clean it out much further before you drop your piston back in there. That'll be for a later project. I still need to clean the outside of the motor, so. Yeah, the inside of the cylinder looks good. And we can move on to the next one. Alright, so all in all, that didn't take very long at all. I'm actually pretty impressed with this honing tool here. It looks like I got enough meat on the stones to maybe do another engine if I had to. So overall, I'm truly impressed. This was a lot cheaper, did the job I needed. Got that beautiful crosshatch pattern that I've been looking for. And yeah, Harbor Freight, 20 bucks. Couldn't complain. Like I said, if you need to get more stones for it, I've seen them on Amazon, and I've seen them on, I've heard that they've had them at Napa. Not sure how true that is, but you'd have to take a look at it yourself. So yeah, like I said before, I'll put some links down below in the description of the video, and go ahead and take a look and check it out. Thank you for watching.